Hey everybody, it's Amanda. So I came to you today. I wanted to do a real quick review on a new nail product that is out. I know several people have done a review of it, but I don't exactly agree with everything that I've seen on other people's reviews. So I just wanted to kind of put my 2 cents in and give you kind of what my thoughts are on the new Revlon line, and that is the Revlon ColorStay Longwear Nail Enamel. And I have this base coat here, I have the top coat, and I do have two of the colors, one of which is, this is number 230 Bonsai. It's sort of a medium green with a slight bit of a gold sheen to it. And then this one is number 180 Indigo Night, which is a cream blue. So first let me talk about some of the things about this polish. The first thing is it has kind of a strange brush. Now, I am a wide brush person. A lot of people dislike like the Dior brush and the Sally Hansen Total Manicure or Complete Manicure, whatever it's called, brush, because it's really wide. But for my fingernails, I really like a wide brush. I feel like I need less strokes and therefore I have less chance of streaking, and I just feel like I get a better application. But this brush is a little bit strange. I don't know if it'll pick it up on camera, but what it actually is it's like a double tiny brush. So it kind of has the effect of one large brush. So if you aren't a fan of the wide brush, that is one thing that you may not like about this formula. The second thing that you may not like about this formula, and I find that it is most intense in the base coat, and that is the smell. To me, it has a smell of, it's like the smell of nail polish, but with a little bit of burning plastic thrown in with it. Some people have said that they don't notice any different smell at all, and I don't know if I'm just super sensitive to smells, but when I put this on my nails, even if I just use the base coat and then use a different polish for the main coat and my top coat, I can still smell this coming through. To me, the smell is really, really strong. And it is not something that you paint your nails and it goes away after a while. That smell lingers and lingers and lingers. So that is probably the biggest downside of it for me, because I don't mind the wide brush, but is the smell. Now, the good thing is that it is a drugstore product, so it's a little less expensive. Now, I believe Target has it for a little under $6. It is close to like an OPI price or an Essie price at the drugstore, but the drugstore is constantly having sales. Ulta's constantly having sales, you know, so if you look for a sale, you can pick these up and they'll still be on the less expensive end, so that's really, really good. The second thing that's really good is this nail polish really lives up to the claim of being long wearing. The first time that I used it, I used the base coat, the color coat, and then the top coat, and I used it all together. And after a week, I had 0 chips. I think the first chip I got was on day 8. I was totally blown away because I never get a week out of a manicure. I just don't. Unless I'm really, really, really super lucky. Even when I go to the salon, I rarely ever get a week out of a manicure. The problem was with it was that it took so long to dry. I mean, between each coat, I waited probably twice as long as I normally do. After I put the top coat on, I waited probably an hour and a half at least before I went to bed. And when I woke up the next morning, I had sheet marks. Now, when I use my regular top coat, which is the Sèche Vite, I just don't have that problem. I brush it on, within 10 minutes it's dry as a touch. I can go to bed an hour later, not have to worry about getting sheet marks on there, which for me, a lot of times when I really have time, when I'm by myself and the kids aren't around and stuff like that, is at night after they've gone to bed. So that's usually when I'm wanting to do my nails, and so I did not like having to wait for that to dry. So I thought, well, okay, this is a really good polish, but you know, who really wants to wait that long for their polish to dry? So maybe I'll just save this for, you know, like if I'm going away for the weekend and I really need to make sure my polish is going to last or something like that. Then I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try some different combinations. So what I did then was I tried using the base coat and the top coat, but using a different brand of polish, a couple different brands, just to see if maybe only having half of the coats be this would make it work out better. I didn't really notice much of a difference in dry time because I was still waiting forever for this top coat to dry. So then what I decided to do was I said, you know what, the main part that's really touching my nails, which is probably most influencing chips, is probably the base coat. So let me try the base coat and then try it with some other combinations. And so what I did was I used the base coat, then I used just a regular polish. I think it was an OPI, it wasn't this one, this is a new one for me, but it was an OPI polish. And then I used my Sèche Vite top coat. And that was the winning combination for me. I still could smell a little bit of the base coat coming through, but it wasn't so horrible that I couldn't stand it. But it made that nail polish stick like glue on my fingers. So what I've been doing every time lately that I've been doing my nails for the past several weeks is I've been using the Revlon ColorStay base, whatever kind of polish I want. I mean, I've gone so low as to use Wet n Wild from the drugstore, which is $1.99, and then put the Sèche Vite over it, and I'm getting excellent results. Every single time, my manicure has lasted 7 days before I've taken it off, and some of those times, it was, if there was any chipping at all, it was very, very minor. And a lot of time there was no chipping, and I just took it off because it was just my day to change my nail polish. So I'm really have to give 2 thumbs up to this as a base coat. Now, if I use the base coat of this, the color coat of this, and then the fast dry top coat, I also found that that gives me really good results. It still doesn't dry quite as quickly as using this top coat with a regular other brand nail polish, but it still gives me really good results. So I would say that if you really love a color that you see in the Revlon ColorStay, I would say pick it up because it takes just a tiny bit more dry time to use that, as long as you're using a fast dry top coat like the Sèche Vite. But if you are a person like me who wants your nails to dry in a pretty good amount of time, I would say probably skip their top coat for now and stick with something fast drying like the Sèche Vite, and you will really be amazed at how long the nails are lasting. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers talking about this, and she was answering questions in the down bar and said that, oh yes, it dries just as quickly, and I have tried many combinations and just did not find that at all to be true. So I just wanted to let you know how it worked for me, and to let you know that if you really want to spend your money on something from this line, I would say go with the base coat, as long as you don't mind the wide brush, and then you can use whatever polish you want on top and your Sèche Vite, and you're good for a week of beautiful nails. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and have a good day. Bye bye.